Hello, welcome. So I have previously been using this channel as a hooping channel. What is going on? What piece of hair is this? Okay. But things have changed dramatically in my life since then. I've gotten married, I've had a little baby, and I've thought, the videos that interest me are things that relate to my life now. And I've got some ideas for, doing a Pinterest recipe each week, or product reviews of my own, things that work for me with him, things that are not working for me. I am a first-time mom, so I am flying by the seat of my pants. I'm taking advice where I can get it, and I'm kind of just figuring this mom thing out. So I think there's a lot of people that can relate. I also purposefully look like this. Contrary to popular belief, I can find time for a shower. I thought, let's keep this channel real. And so the real me is no makeup, big thick old glasses that are comfortable to wear, and a messy bun. So probably you'll see a mixture of done up me, which is really not that done up either, and then this. And Hank will always showcase his cuteness, so don't worry about that. But I thought we could kick this video off, or this channel off, this rebranding, with a birth story. So this will serve two purposes: one for me to remember later on down the road, and maybe help somebody else that's anticipating giving birth and has never been through that experience before. This is my perspective. That's all you really want to know when you're about to give birth for the first time. What can I expect? And really, you should just not expect to have anything be expected. But I can tell you what I did and how I navigated that, and maybe that can help you or ease some concerns, that kind of thing. So I guess the first thing is deciding what kind of birth you want to have. For me, I always, without a doubt, knew I wanted an epidural. I wanted a medicated birth because I didn't want to have this experience be a stressful, scary one. I really wanted it to be a positive experience, and not big on, different techniques and trying this and trying that, because I felt like what that would do would amp up my expectation. Like, I planned for this water birth. If it didn't happen, then I felt that kind of disappointment would throw me off and make the experience more stressful and more scary than if I just knew I was going to go in and do it kind of by the books. That's just me. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having a water birth. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing natural labor, unmedicated, if you will. So my water broke approximately 5:30 in the morning on October 5th. Yes. So I didn't actually know what had happened. It was not like gush of water out and oh no, rush you, like the movies. That's absolutely not how it is. It was more like my underwear was really wet when I went to go pee that morning, and I thought to myself, that's different. And then I went to my dresser drawers to get... Alright, sorry, I had to plug my phone in because it was dead. So yeah, start a new video on a dead battery. I might also have to pause to get my dog if he ever decides to come back home. So yes, I was at my dresser, I was getting another pair of underwear, and I felt another trickle come down. So I thought, okay, that might have been pee, I'm not sure. I'll wait it out and see. If more comes out, then it's probably amniotic fluid, or maybe I just didn't get all my pee out. I don't know. So I went and sat down on the couch, relaxed for a little bit, told my husband, get ready for work. I'll let you know what I end up deciding. So I come downstairs, make a cup of coffee, I'm drinking that, watching the news. I decided to get back up, get a little bit more, and that's when I realized, like, my entire jogging pants crotch area was saturated. I decided that I should probably call my doctor. I called her. She said, yeah, I think you should probably go into the hospital. We did that. It didn't take us very much time to get out the door. We had everything packed in the car, ready to go. So it was mainly just grab our chargers and our pillows kind of thing. And we did hit a little bit of traffic going in. We left our house about 7. It took us an hour to get to the hospital. But I wasn't really having any contractions or anything. So it was pretty stress-free, actually. So then once we got to the hospital, they did a litmus paper test to make sure that what happened was my water breaking, and it was my water had ruptured. And because I had not started contracting, they wanted to start me on Pitocin right away. So probably what happened was my natural active labor and Pitocin hit at the same time, because I went from like 0 to 60, no contractions, to contractions every minute and a half that were just continuous. Basically, an ebb and flow of a really intense part to a low part, right back into the intense part. There was no break in between. So I kind of was like, all right, well, where's that medicine that I knew I wanted? And I kind of felt bad that I've been here probably an hour and I'm already asking for the epidural. But it was really intense, and I knew all along that was my plan, so I wasn't gonna just keep suffering. So the anesthesiologist came down. Turns out they have monitors on you and are watching you in their little anesthesiologist crow's nest or whatever. And she came down and was like, I was watching you. I was wondering when you were going to call me. She was telling me as that she put the numbing agent in my back, okay, this is just the numbing stuff. You don't have to worry about moving, that kind of thing. But I was like a rock. I was just breathing. At this point, my contractions were pretty intense that I was only communicating in whispers to my husband, and he was translating to the rest of the room. So it got pretty intense pretty quick. And after she did the epidural, which, there's nothing to be afraid of with that. Literally, there's nothing. Because when you feel the contraction, you're going to be like, please post anything in my back and make this go away. It was literally a 60-second ordeal. It was so fast. And then I was on cloud 9. I had no pain. It was so crazy. Hi, Hank. It was so crazy to go from where I couldn't communicate, I couldn't be still in my chair, to totally relaxed, super happy. My family came in, they all were talking to me, and it was really just kind of chit chat and hang out for the next few hours, which went by so fast. I don't know, that was the shortest 12 hours of my life. It felt like 4, maybe max. So at some point, fast forward, at some point they kept coming in and checking me and making sure I was dilating, and I was on a pretty regular pattern, so that all that went really, really smoothly. And I basically got to this transition period, the 8 to 10 centimeters, where you're dilating from 8 to 10. And I started getting really nauseous. I started feeling a little bit of the contraction, but not on the scale of what I was feeling in the beginning, but just oh wait, I can feel something. Super nauseous. I was asking for water, but then the water kind of made me more nauseous too, and they ended up giving me some medicine for it, and I got really crazy shakes, and my whole body was shaking, just and everybody kept asking, are you cold? I wasn't cold. I was just uncontrollably shaking, which led me to kind of hyperventilate a little bit. So I had to really, really, really focus on breathing slowly and calming myself down mentally, because I felt kind of I was on the edge of panic, oh no, what's happening? And this is a new feeling, so I felt like I could have gone over that edge and just been really freaked out, but I was also like in mom mode, like we have a job to do, let's do it, just calm down, control your body. And when I did that and I focused on that and I let my husband be that like rock for me and I just kind of held on to him, everything came together and it was time to push. It was really difficult. I wasn't prepared for trying to figure out how to push, because now that I've had the epidural, you're really numb all the way from your midsection down. So finding your muscles was difficult, and knowing how to push when you've never tried to push a baby out was difficult. So it took a little while for me to figure out like what she meant. I have always heard, you know, push like you're taking a poop, but it was really hard because, you know, you're trying to find the muscles in your butt that's like, all right, how would I poop right now? But you're numb. You can't feel those butt muscles. So eventually you start to get kind of more of a rhythm with it, and I was doing better with the actual pushing. Now, he was a big baby, and we kind of had some foreshadowing of that happening, that this was gonna take a little bit more pushing for me. I struggled a little bit with getting him under the pelvic wall and then pushing the head out. Obviously, there's my dog. Let's see if he comes to the door. So all in all, I pushed for approximately 2 hours. Again, felt like 5 minutes. Oh, the beautiful moment. So, you know, so they're egging me on, and you could tell in their voices that you're getting closer, and then all of a sudden I feel like this immense pressure relief, and I heard him come out, like I heard the water coming with him, and him scream out a little bit. And I had already prepared to do skin to skin, so I was kind of opened up right here, ready for him, and they put him on me, and I mean, like, I want to cry right now. It's like the most amazing experience to have that small little baby come out of you, and everything that you have worked so hard for in the last 10 months to grow this little boy, all the stress, all the anxiety, and everything, and has come to a head, and here he is. He's laying on your chest, and it's the most amazing thing. And I just looked up from my husband's face amongst the crowd, because there was quite a few nurses and doctors in there at that point, and I think it was like during a shift change, but I looked for my husband's face, and we just locked eyes, and it was like, we did it. We did this. I am tearing. I'm a little emotional person. So he laid there with me for about 45 minutes while all of the afterbirth and the aftercare occurred. Unfortunately, I had a fever, he had a fever, so he was taken away to the nursery after I got all stitched up so that he could get some antibiotics and whatnot. Everything turned out to be okay, so it was really not a panic at all. Laying there with him for that 45 minutes was just amazing. And of course now he's here, and his name is Hank McCoy Hardy. He's 3 months old now. 3 months old. He weighed 9 pounds, 2 ounces. Born October 5th, 2017. Cool. Sneezes a lot. One more? No. Born at 7:11 p.m. And he's amazing. He's a great baby. We're super lucky. And if you've watched this entire birth story, the only thing I would really want you to take away from it is that nobody's birth is the same. There is no way to replicate anybody's experience. So you just kind of have to make it your own and be prepared for the unexpected, be able to go with the flow. But what you will come out of that with is a new understanding of what your body can do as a woman. It will empower you. It will make you realize that that life is so much more. So don't be afraid. Have no fear going into your birth, because no matter what, the outcome is going to be beautiful. So if you liked this birth story, if you liked how we talk and we share our experiences, right, Hank? Please tune in, because I'm planning on doing some more videos. And also leave me some suggestions if you like to see something. So until next time.